Hey, yo, what's the deal? That's your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording right now, it is 5:30 p.m. You know what I mean? June 22nd, 2025. You know what I'm saying? And right now, like I said, it is burning like a motherfucker out. It's burning like a motherfucker out there. I'm not going out. You know what I mean? I'm staying my ass home. I got shit to do. I got to do some projects for my website and other things. You know what I mean? Don't forget to see my website. You know what I mean? tagpwnews.blogspot.com. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make a video. I'm not doing no discussion videos today. You know what I mean? Because lots of shit came out from AEW this week and also from SmackDown and such. Here's my question for some of y'all, right? Why the fuck do y'all continue to watch Collision? Why the fuck do you continue to watch Collision? I'm curious. You know what I mean? I'm extremely curious. Because let me sip some water. Hold on. Collision is basically wasted television. It's wasted television. You know what I mean? It's complete wasted television on TV. It's television, wasted television on TV. It's wasted television. Like, Collision is one of those things. It's big. You know what it's for? The losers. Now, I mean, Collision is for the fucking losers. Like, why the fuck am I going to waste my time watching this bullshit? Why? On a Saturday night, especially. You know what I mean? On a fucking Saturday night where that there's basically, there's nothing going on a Saturday night. Or not even that. Where people got shit to do on a fucking Saturday night. And you want to go and watch fucking wrestling on a Saturday night? Especially now when it's summertime. You know what I mean? And it's hot like a motherfucker here. You know what I mean? It's fucking summertime. You know what I mean? People want to barbecue. People want to go out. They want to have a good time and everything. Nobody wants to sit there and watch fucking pro wrestling on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't. I honest to God, I fucking wouldn't. Why? Why the fuck am I going to waste my time? Why? Why the fuck am I going to go waste 2 hours of my life on a Saturday night watching pro wrestling? If this was the 90s, if this was the 90s, it'll be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Because, what's his face did it smart. WCW at that time did it really smart. And TBS. Because what they did was, they had WCW Saturday night, right? But what they did was, it came on at 6 o'clock. You know what I mean? That way, you can watch the fucking program. And yes, I understand WCW Saturday night was for more of the, Collision is like that too. But this was more for like, the B, C, and D talent, right? And people who wrestled on Worldwide, Pro, they shine on Saturday night, right? But here's the difference at the time, right? At that time, you could record the fucking program. You know what I mean? You could record the shit at that time. You could have recorded it and then watched it at a later time. At a later time within the day. Or the next day. You know what I mean? But to watch, imagine that shit was on at 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? Imagine that shit was on. Nobody would be watching that shit. On a Saturday night? Come on. You know what I mean? Like, at that time, you could have watched it, while you get ready to, to go hang out and stuff. So basically, at that time, you could kill time by watching Saturday night, by watching WCW Saturday night, or you could just record it. You could have recorded it and then, watched it, either the next day or when you came back home. You know what I mean? Cop some Chinese food or probably go to Crown Fried Chicken and get you some good shit and then watch it when you had the chance, right? Collision was not like that. They came on at 8 o'clock. They came on at 8 fucking o'clock. And this is where they fucked up with Rampage. Because, I don't know what the fuck is up with Tony Khan and his decisions. Because Rampage, they blew up with Rampage. Basically, Collision is the new Rampage. It's the new Rampage where it's just bullshit television. That's what it is. It's bullshit television. You know what I mean? It's crap television. But here's the thing. What Tony Khan could have done was he could have moved Rampage to, to Saturday night. Know what I mean? But still, I wouldn't have done that either. Because you could have made Rampage into your SmackDown. But he didn't even fucking do that. He didn't do that. He did not fucking do that. You know, he made the shit into 1 hour and such. A second show within 1 hour. You know, and Rampage and Collision has a lot to do with one CM Punk because CM Punk appeared on the first episode of both shows. You know what I mean? And look what happened. I mean, listen, they had shows that they fucked up on. AEW Dark, I'm sorry to say, you know, it's fucking hot here. We all know AEW Dark was a YouTube exclusive, right? But ironically enough, and AEW Dark Evolution, ironically enough, WWE Evolve is basically the brand new AEW Dark and Dark Evolution. That's what it is. It's basically Dark Evolution. It's so you know, and I don't want to make this about WWE because it's not a WWE video, but WWE Evolve is basically it's NXT level up in hybrid of AEW Dark. That's basically what it is. That's basically what it is. That's their indie. But that's who they, you know, have to come up to like it's like a pipeline. It's like a fucking pipeline. And it's working. It's basically working, but AEW fucked up with Rampage. They fucked up very heavy with Rampage to the point where, you know, if they even come with a new show, it's just going to disappear. And yes, I understand WWE used to do the same shit too. And that's something I did not like about WWE either. WCW also did this too, where, you know, like, okay, remember before SmackDown came, right? WWE had Shotgun Saturday Night. And Shotgun Saturday Night, if you notice, that and Sunday Night Heat, right? That's what, well, mostly Sunday Night Heat. Okay, it went like this. Shotgun Saturday Night had, you know, the big stuff as well, right? It had, you know, the more important storylines from the top stars, right? Then when Sunday Night Heat came, that transferred. And then Shotgun Saturday Night just became like another, it just became like another WWE Superstars, another WWF Superstars or another WWF Wrestling Challenge. And then when SmackDown came, then Sunday Night Heat wound up becoming the same thing that Shotgun Saturday Night became. Now, I mean, it became a B&C show. WCW also did the same thing. When they had Thunder, you know, Saturday Night became a B&C show, right? But the thing is, with AEW, you know, they never treated Collision or Rampage as a second, you know, as another level of Dynamite, which sucks because mostly Rampage was basically robbed. It was Rampage that got robbed. Tony Khan could have done a brand split and move Rampage to another night. He didn't do it. He didn't fucking do it. And this is why there's a problem. This is why he's a fucking problem. AEW Collision is a waste of time. It's a waste of fucking time. I'm sorry to say, but AEW Collision is a waste of time. And man, did they blow it. You know, they could have added important storylines and such. But no, they didn't even want to do that. I mean, fucking Kota Ibushi came back last night to AEW. Whoopie fucking do. You know, Kota Ibushi, you know, after he fucked his own self up injury-wise, look what happened. He's not important at this point. You know, wasn't there a rumor that he was dating Lizzo? I don't know. But Kota Ibushi, thumbs down. You know what I mean? He's on fucking Collision. Collision is basically where a lot of Ring of Honor talent is and such. And this is where a lot of jobbers are at. You see what I'm saying? You see what I mean? You see? And a lot of these people are these are the people that WWE basically scout. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people are not over. A lot of these people are not being used properly. You know what I mean? And it's sad. It's really fucking sad. It's really sad. But hey, We'll see what happens with Collision, because Collision, the ratings are just, it's down. Way fucking down. It's way down. You know? But I'm about to be out, guys. I will be making another video tonight. You know what I mean? This is the third video of the day. I will be making something tonight for sure. Because it is hot in this motherfucker. I'm walking around and, you know, it's burning. It's fucking burning, yo. But I'm about to be out, guys. You know what I mean? I'm going to definitely check out tonight. All right? Peace.